So our next speaker is Pablo Golderos Espadas from Telefónica. He will present solution design for integrating TerraFlow SDN controller in the Telefónica QCI. So thanks a lot. You're more than welcome.
Hello. Thanks, Ricard, for the introduction. Well, I'm Pablo Golderos, as Ricard said, from Telefónica, as my colleagues David and Javier. We are from the global CTO area, so I'm not an SDN expert. I come from the quantum technologies department, and I'm here to present a solution design for integrating TerraFlow SDN controller in the Telefónica quantum communications infrastructure. So we have here a brief agenda. We're starting with quantum safe technologies introduction, and we're going in with how is the Telefónica QCI deployed now at this moment, and what are we planning to the near middle future. We're following with the QKD, quantum key distribution, TerraFlow SDN controller integration. That's the reason because I'm here. And we're finishing with conclusions and strategy. So regarding quantum safe technologies, the main cause we are talking about quantum safe is obviously because the quantum computers appearance that risks and will risk in the future all the networks and the data. It's not a today problem, but it is an important future problem. We all know the typical attack harvest now and decrypt later. So we are not talking about, I don't want to throw a number exactly, but 6 years or 10 years problem. We have to take this in account today, and we have to deploy all the approaches that we are working in. First of all, we have a quantum key distribution that is based on physics. That's a very important thing. But we have another approach called post-quantum cryptography that is based on mathematics. And of course, we have other approaches like the hybridization between post-quantum cryptography and classical cryptography. We have quantum internet, among others. So from a telco view, Telefónica obviously needs to ensure the safety of his customers. We are studying all the quantum safe strategies, but we are focusing in QKD. In particular, in continuous variable QKD at this moment, we are deploying a proof of concept, so we are going deep later. It is very important to ensure the security and scalability challenges to transition into the infrastructure needs. But we have to manage a lot of layers here. We have to manage, as we see later, optical layer, a quantum layer, IP layer. So we need agility, crypto agility, let's say. And yeah, as any new technology, integrating with classical networks is challenging, but is, I think, one of the main work that we have to do as an operator. Yeah, and software-defined networks, we are sure that make this task a bit more easier. Okay. What are we doing in Telefónica regarding quantum key distribution at this moment? Well, we are working to identify the requirements from a operator or from a telco view, of course, to integrate quantum key distribution in our networks. We are working to identify potential internal services that should be protected with this type of technology. We are making or carrying out proofs of concept with some clients to test and introduce this technology in real deployments. For example, in the Mobile World Congress, Telefónica presented e-health case, let's say, with Vitas Hospital in Madrid, and you can find that, of course. Well, going a bit in deep with Telefónica QCA, we have in Madrid this very high level scheme with 3 nodes that forms the ring: Concepción, Norte, and Distrito Telefónica, and Alcobendas too. But Concepción, Norte, and Alcobendas are real data centers, real part of the Telefónica Spain operational network, let's say. And we have a testing lab in Distrito Telefónica that able to us to manage and to perform all the things we need in the ring. For example, we are working with UPM. We have the yellow node there that they are directly connect with Norte. There is a quantum channel, of course, and we are making proof of concepts, testing a lot of things. And I would mention the Quarter project and the EuroQCA Spain project, of course. Well, going a bit in deep with the previous scheme, we have a high level, logical level scheme here with the 3 black nodes we had here. There it is. And we have here 3 critical layers. We have the QKD1, we have the optical one, and we have the IP one. And it's hard to manage scale the scale deployments if you wanna add nodes here with 3 different controllers working in parallel. Yeah, that's why we are working in an SDN implementation with TerraFlow. We are telling after that. But going a bit in deep with this scheme, we have the QKD nodes there that are formed in, among others, elements of the QKD module. Is the physical element that perform the quantum key exchange in a point-to-point Yep. And we have the KMS, the key management system, that has to perform the life cycle and the management of the keys exchange by the QKD module. And the KMS has to give these keys through the key delivery API. We are seeing some ETSI QKD interfaces here. ETSI is working hard to standardize all the interfaces that we have in a QKD network. So we have here between the KMS and the application, we have the ETSI QKD 004 and 014. On the top of the scheme, we have the ETSI GS QKD 015 between the QKD network controller and the QKD node controller. The node controller only perform the management of the elements into the node, and the QKD controller is performing the management of all the nodes of the network. Okay. Well, we are going deep with TerraFlow and QKD. In the other scheme, we had 3 different controllers working in parallel, and if we think on scale and manage huge deployments, not only 3 nodes deployments, TerraFlow with the release 4 that introduced QKD as a new technology supported. The best approach is that all the control planes are integrated and centralized here, and TerraFlow makes it a bit easier. Huge. Well, telling an important points of TerraFlow SDN controller give to us is, of course, scalability. As I said, managing more nodes and making possible I don't know how to say, to make bigger the scheme that we obviously wanted. Standardized interfaces, as I said before, we are working with very near with ETSI. Interoperability, as an operator, as a telco view, we require a multi-vendor scenario. We don't want to focus on 1, 2, or 3 vendor equipments. We want all standardized, all a multi-vendor scenario, of course. And an additional value, of course, is the management for the web UI, as we all know. Well, I would like to mention the 6G OpenSec keys project that aims to create flexible and efficient cookie networks for the incoming 6G technology. It's a unique project. We are working with CTTC, Optare, and LuzQuanta, of course. And we have here the TerraFlow. On the right of the slide, we have the TerraFlow SDN controller architecture of the release 4. And on the left, we have the CookID controller, network controller architecture proposed in the OpenSec project in deliverable E6. We can see the correlation between the elements we have here in TerraFlow and we have there in the CookID network controller with an northbound interface, the red one, for example, that able to talk between the, let's say, the SDN orchestrator and the CookID network controller in a hierarchical architecture. We have the blue one with the ETSI 015 to manage all the nodes, and we have the other elements like the path computation engine, the CookID network topology, the context one, and the others. And going with the conclusions and strategy, trying to, in order to not overload this, the main or the principal pathing we are going in is to evolve the ecosystem with TerraFlow SDN controller to be able to cover our as an operator our use cases. Okay, and we have in mind some use cases that we are starting to work now. We are defining the requirements to a transport API. We want to integrate CookID with the optical data encryption channel for a connectivity service. We want to make it possible the integration of optical channel control for the quantum channels and synchronization channels. We have here 2 schemes that we are working now in one project. Is not a done job, let's say. We have in the case that the network operator requires a quantum safe channel between 2 points, we have the pre-provisioning path and quantum secure communication. And we are working in very hard with the workflows, how the elements of the network communicate each other and how we can manage all this stuff. And other use cases that we have in mind are for example, the integration with IP services requiring CookID keys, such as L2 VPN and L3 VPN, managed by TFS with netconf or OpenConfig, for example. And other use case would be software-defined CookID nodes management and optimization of the key relay. The key relay is obviously the the pathing that the keys could perform into a network, for example, the Telefónica QCA. And thank you all. I hope you enjoy.
I have one short question.
Okay.
I know that you're very careful and you're not giving some details on the experimentations on OpenSec,
Yes.
but could you explain a little bit your POC? So it is completely, you have the latest version of it.
Which proof of concept? Which proof of concept in particular in the OpenSec?
Yes.
Well, it's clear that I can't say a lot because the OpenSec is not a closed project at this moment, but we are performing some different tests in the project, such as the coexistence study between classical channel and the quantum channel. We all know that the quantum channel goes through a fiber, and it's easy to establish a quantum channel in a dark fiber, for example. But in the OpenSec project, we are testing the coexistence in the same fiber of the quantum channel and the optical channel. Let's say that's one of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Another question there. Oh, in which scenario? Here?
Yes.
Like actually,
A hierarchical architecture. Maybe here or here.
I mean, for communication with the underlying devices,
Uh-huh.
are you using some sort of security for the configuration channel?
Yeah, we're studying some security approaches with the security team. They are very, I don't know how to say, very hard with us. But I can say you in particular which process we are running.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.